G'day everybody and welcome to the House of Mario, the South Australian Nintendo podcast that is backed by a 120 Power Star rating. I'm your host Drew Agnew and the doors to episode 278 are open. This week on the show, we're going to be talking about some games we've been playing and sort of a bit of a debrief from that Nintendo Direct last week. Last week it was very exciting, but now it's all real. And how are we going to cope with that? How will life change in a post-Nintendo Direct world? Talking about that is my good friend Josh, or JT if you like. Josh, how you going, my friend?
Drew, I'm cold. It's freezing here in Adelaide. I don't know. I love winter, but today it's just sort of hitting me, chilling me to the bone right now. Went outside earlier after work, ran around. It was just cold. It's thunderstorms outside now, and it's thunder, and I don't know. I'm just trying to warm up here in my games room right now, and I look like an idiot, but fingerless gloves is where it's at right now.
Fingerless gloves are the best. I always love them. Yeah, I need some today, man. It was so cold, and I think for the next week or few days, it's going to be like 12 degrees. There's going to be some parts of the world who are like 12 degrees, man. That's fine. That's a summer's day, but it's pretty chilly for us.
Plus rain. It's been like on and off all day today, and there's gonna be more tomorrow, I think. So that just makes it a little bit more miserable, I reckon.
Yeah,
I'm usually pretty good, but today, of the last couple of days, I'm feeling it. Like, is this me getting old? I don't know. Not reassuring either way.
It'd be a little bit to do with it. When, just for everybody else's context, I guess, Josh just joins the video chat. I'm like, oh, like I assumed that he just came from inside, like he just came from football training or just like jumped straight on the mic. But no, it's the house is a little bit chilly, and it is hard to heat all those rooms. I know what it's like with the spare bedroom as well. Like my bedroom, when I did the podcast in there, was always cold. The living area be all right, got the fire going or the heater going, but the games room as well. We did have a heater in there. So if I was organised, I could pre-warm it. But it was right above where I sit down and record. So, you can't have that going. You can't have the air conditioner going while the podcast is recording. It's just podcasting 101. What are you going to have, a fan in the background? I think, podcasters out there, they can relate. They'll freeze. They'll sweat to death. They'll do anything. They just need that crisp, clean audio. That's what matters the most, not the comfortable living area to record or anything like that.
I want to pretend that's the actual reason because, I'm a massive stickler for audio quality and making sure my output's good. But I just don't want to put on the heating and pay for power because power's expensive. I've just bought this home. And I can, I've been brought up in a house. If it's cold, you just put on a jumper. Just keep putting things on. You don't need to put on the heater. So I don't know. I've subconsciously channeled that still and still live with that mentality. Probably not good, but I save money when it comes to my power bill in the next quarter.
Yeah, I mean, if I got to put a jumper on, I do. Like I've got one on now. I haven't taken it off since I've been at work, but if possible, I want it warm enough so I'm getting around to my jocks. That's where it's ideal. I don't care if it's winter time or summertime. Yeah. I want to get around to my jocks, when I'm inside and the mother-in-law or someone's not over. I'm just getting around. Cheeks away, but everything else is out. You know what I mean?
I look forward to seeing that at PAX, Drew. I'm going to turn the thermostat up to the max and get you and your little tidy whities running around on the hotel room. How good!
Oh, a bit of a treat for you. Yeah, we get back into the motel room. It's October, so it's not exactly all that cold. But I guess Melbourne could be anything at that point. So 30 degrees in this room. Oh, I'm gonna take the clothes off, Josh. Do you mind?
I'm just gonna do whatever I can to get you in tidy whities. That's my new game now. My new side quest when I'm at PAX.
Side quest. Oh well. Yeah. Nice little side quest. What's the main quest then? Because that's a pretty big side quest. It's a pretty important side quest.
Have fun at PAX. I don't know. Have a good time. Something like that.
That's good. I'm looking forward to PAX. Hopefully it all works out with the baby and all that stuff.
Yes. Baby be a couple of months by then.
Will be. So yes, very exciting. Yes. Yeah. it's probably a little bit obvious at this point, but I just want to apologize to anybody listening to this. I do have a bit of a cold, a bit snotty. During the intro, though, my nose just cleared right up. I'm like, oh, thank God. I was able to get that out without any trouble. But as we go out throughout the episode, it might be a bit clogged up. But that's just, it's winter, baby. Josh is freezing his little his
So
chest
cold.
hairs off. I'm snotty. It's just what it is. The House of Mario. We need to put the fireplace on. You need a fireplace, Josh.
Well,
I
this
know
is your house, man. Where's you've botched my extension to House of Mario, and the aircon doesn't work.
just dropped off a little transportable and joined that up, and that's where Josh stays. And I'm in like the main bedroom with an ensuite and all that. Josh and Michaela just get put in that little transportable.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. All right, enough about that, Josh. What you been up to this week? Let's catch up a little bit. What have you been up to? Been playing many games? Been watching much? Been enjoying the nice Adelaide cold, wet weather?
Um, the weather's annoying me, but in terms of my week, I'm still on cloud nine. I think of that Nintendo Direct. I'm just like
Oh,
absolutely
you're still buzzing a bit.
I'm buzzing from that still, man. That was a great
Yeah.
Direct. That's the more I reflect on it, and just the fact that none of us thought it was going to be good, and then we go into it, and it's
Is that
hits
true?
off straight.
Is that true? Nobody thought it was going to be good.
I think
I
a lot.
expected it. I
I think a
expected
lot
it to be good.
I think a lot of people expected it to not be great, and a lot of more like remakes and remasters and things like that, and that we're not going to have anything really new coming because people thought the Switch 2 is coming, and they're not going to save anything for the OG Switch.
Yeah,
So
a
there was
new
a
Zelda
lot of
game. Yeah, didn't anticipate a new Zelda game. That's
yeah,
true.
and then
Yes.
Zelda, Mario and Luigi after 9 years. A new Mario Party is probably pretty standard, but then to close it with Metroid Prime 4, I just like it was. You temper your expectations, and then it sort of whacked you in the face like a cold wet fish. And oh my god, like what's just happened to me?
Ooh.
And it was great. I really really enjoyed how they did it. So, um, man, it just shows it's really the Switch is great. Like we're getting all these games. We're gonna look back on this generation and just be really sort of amazed at how good it was and what we've had. Because we get Mario and Luigi now in the system, and we get a brand new 2D Zelda, which we've never had, and we're
Mm.
gonna get the actual new 3D Metroid Prime game. So pretty much done most things now on the Switch. No other console
Yeah.
can compete, really.
You look at just the library, even just the first party lineup. It is just it is phenomenal. It's just amazing what
Yeah.
game creators can do when they're not, I guess, constrained by just real long dev times. And no, it's not, no offense to all these other games, but take 5-6 years to make, and that's they're some of my favorite games as well. But just the sheer amount of quality and quantity together on Switch from Nintendo, it's really impressive.
It's really
So
good.
yeah, by the time that wraps up, man, like it's gonna. I don't know how many. It'd be interesting to actually go and count how many first party games Nintendo has actually published, like all up. That'd be like an interesting little figure. It probably tells you right on the eShop. You just click on Nintendo and it'll probably tell you. But yeah, no, it's
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I was expecting the Nintendo Direct to be pretty at least good. At least get like 2 games where I'm like, cool, man, that looks good. And I definitely got that. So, but don't know. I also kind of wanted some remakes too. I was sort of like, yeah, I want Wind Waker and Twilight Princess and Metroid Prime 2 and 3. Like I was kind of just, I would have been happy with that. That would have been pretty good. But no, we got more than that.
Got so much more. Amazing. And really taken back by it still. So you're pretty happy with it.
Yeah. So you're buzzing so much, you didn't even need to touch the crack pipe this week. It was that good.
Oh, don't need anything else. I'm high on Nintendo Direct still.
Yeah, that's right.
Nothing else can give me that high right now.
Yeah. So have you been playing anything, or you just still traumatized by your Hollow Knight boss run you had a week or so ago, or?
I've not played any Thousand Year Door because I've just been playing Metroid Zero Mission like waiting
Ah,
for
very
this to
nice.
come to the Switch, and so that has been my bit of fun. I beaten Mother Brain and up to the extra bit of Zero Mission, which they added on to this game, which is very cool. I really enjoyed this bit of the game. Some like totally different to what you get in normal Metroid. So I should finish it the next day or so, and then yeah, I'll get back onto Paper Mario. It's been a just a little different break for me with that game, but yeah, just I was waiting for it for ages. Zero Mission to come to the NSO, enjoy it on the Switch proper, and I love this game, man. It's my favorite Metroid game. I really reckon it's just so fun and easy and
Oh,
simple, and I just love it so much. It's one of those games I go back to time and time again and really enjoy.
yeah. No, I'm looking forward to getting into myself. I was a bit sick over most of the week actually, so I didn't play that many games, but I did sort of. I, I had the intention of playing Zero Mission. I got to I literally pressed start, got to the screen. Where it was like, "Do you want to play an easy or normal?" I'm like, "Ooh, what's easy?" I'm very tempted by the easy mode.
I
Is that just less damage? Like taken, you give more damage.
imagine so. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
easier
I
bosses
think
maybe.
that was late at night where I booted that up, and I was like, oh, "Look, I'll leave it." And I was gonna Google it. Like, should I do an easy run? I don't want to. I want as least friction as possible when it comes to playing Metroid. So that's as far as I got with that. But how did you go with like the your second or third or fourth or 10th or whatever replay it is? Did you sort of remember where most stuff was? Has it been that long since the last playthrough, or how'd you go getting up to where you're up to?
Um, yeah, definitely more fluid with it all. And you play a Metroid game, and you kind of and you play enough of them to know that you just got to break the walls and work out where um the
Shoot.
little secret path is. So you follow through from there. There's always one spot that I always think I've soft locked the game every time, and I know I haven't. But it's always like, where do I go? And it's like takes me a little bit like, oh yes, I got to go up here, and um, it's like criteria. When you get one of those items and it doesn't recognize it, and like it's an unknown item, and you think, oh my god, have I gone off the beaten track? And you haven't. It's just part of the game and how they've um, unraveling it for you. But yeah, it's a bit of an acquired gameplay. So I think you got a bit of a taste for it in Fusion. Be keen to see how you go with this one.
Yeah, me
I am
too.
overstressed, Bucko Jacko. I'm so cold, man. I am so cold. I don't care. I need to put something on.
Yeah, it looks like we're podcasting around a campfire. I'm in like, my like um wood cutting bloody jacket, and you're like in your puffy jacket. Looks like we're around a campfire. Like bloody, it's bloody cold here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I guess yeah, a
Think
good
for spot
opportunity just to
looking.
thank everybody for joining us here on youtube.com/iDruby. Thank you very much to Dolphin Pants, J-Mac, and Wacko Jacko.
Hello.
Thank you
Thanks for
guys.
coming in.
Thanks for joining us live.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody joining us on the podcast services as well, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc., etc. Thank you very much as well. You can leave us a review, 5 stars, helps out the show. But Josh, just with like your fingerless gloves, it's got literally no fingers whatsoever. It's just kind of like it's just got an opening for your 4 fingers, then your thumb. That's crazy.
I see you looking. I see you appreciating it. Yeah, the how it looks inside. They're very nice.
Oh,
Michaela's mum made them. They're so cozy. I've been working from home, and these have been keeping me sane and nice and toasty.
yeah. You're able to play your Zero Mission without any interruptions, with 0 intermissions.
Yes, I actually haven't played it with the gloves. That would feel weird. Actually, I'm feeling that now. Don't know if I will. Yeah. How's your week been though? How have you been since the direct?
Uh, Post direct, yeah, I've been good. I got sick off Lucas. Was still sick. Lucas is
Mm,
still sick, and over the week I just felt like I didn't feel up playing games at all. You actually sent me a couple of messages, a couple of nights, been like, "Hey man, bought Helldivers 2. Do you want to play some Helldivers?" And I just wasn't up for gaming at all. I sat on the couch and I actually got into Invincible, the TV show on Amazon Prime. About I guess
Oh, yeah.
since I've been watching The Boys, when I saw this on the same sort of streaming service, it's just like about bad superheroes, about Omni Man and his son Invincible and all of the shenanigans that entails. So I literally binge watched 2 seasons, which is like 16 episodes in the week. I just sat on the couch, just on my phone, just watching it. Really enjoyed it. So I'm keen to actually, after watch both of those characters, both Omni-Man and Homelander from The Boys and Invincible are both in Mortal Kombat 1. So I picked up Mortal Kombat 1 the other week for my birthday party to do just another multiplayer game. It's every single time people come over, it's Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, Nidhogg, whatever. So I thought I'll try something else, and I've been looking at Mortal Kombat for a bit, and I ended up picking up the season pass for like all the characters. So I got them, but I haven't played them yet. But I'm like really into those shows at the moment. It's been a while since I've been into a show, so it's kind of cool that I'll be able to play as them as Mortal Kombat and just kick the crap out of everyone else and break their spines and all of that fun stuff that comes with that game. But apart from that, I really didn't play anything. But last night, it was like the last 3 hours of the eShop sale that was going on. It's been going on for like a week or 2 weeks at this point. The big winter sale here in Australia, probably the summer sale everywhere else. So I picked up a couple of things. This wasn't on sale, but it came out a few weeks ago, a month ago. I lost track, but a little indie game, The Duck Detective, The Secret Salami. Don't know if you've seen this around, Josh, but it's a really sort of adorable game.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
You've heard of it? Yeah. Like, I remember people talking about it when a demo came out. I think it was on Steam and Xbox and a few places. And I was like, that looks cool. I added it to my wish list, and it's only like a $15 game and 2 hours to beat. So it's in a nice little spot there. Nice short game, not too expensive for the length either. So I jumped into it, and it's just a sort of a really adorable game where you play as what's his name? Eugene? Oh, I forgot his surname. It's like Duckerton or something. It's like, some duck pun. But Eugene Duck, his name's Eugene. I'm not going to try and remember the last name just off the top of my head. But the game starts off where you're in his office and he's got like bread scattered everywhere. And he's basically broken up with his wife, and how he's coping with it is he's just like gorging on bread. And it's just like, it's really quite funny. And he goes to go and catch the bus to get home. He's got no money, so he takes on a case, and he goes into this office building, and he's got to figure out who the salami bandit is, who's the one sort of stealing the salami, the one bringing it into the area. It's sort of a really weird, wacky sort of game with a weird story. And you go around and you're sort of investigating all the characters. You're working out who they are, what their personality traits are.
Okay. And
you got to put the clues together, and the gameplay is basically like putting together like the sentences, like this person did this, this, and this, and work out what happened, and then you move on to the sort of next part of the case. And really enjoyed it. I think the part what makes it really brings it to life is that it's fully voice acted. So it's got text that you can read as well, but it's all fully voice acted, all the characters and everything, and it's done really well, especially the main character. It's
cool.
just very funny. If it didn't have that, I think it would have lost, honestly, a lot of the charm of the game, because it looks nice and it's fun to play and it's got a funny little story, but bringing it to life as well through the voice acting and how corny it is was really good. So that's the only game that I played this week. It really wasn't all that much. Just sat down last night, and I'm glad that I was able to fit one game in and play it that way. But the rest of the week's, man, it's just been gorging superhero stuff. I really haven't been into superhero stuff for a long time, really. Like I was always like a very casual Marvel person, really like Spider-Man, and like all of us, I guess, Endgame and all of that. What happened with the Avengers, that was pretty big. That was really well done, and I think a lot of us enjoyed it. But as soon as Disney started doing like the Disney Plus Marvel TV shows and stuff, I'm like, I sort of just, it's too much. Like I just sort of zoned out. Like I don't need this much. Like every 3 months, I didn't mind a big Marvel movie being in the cinemas. So that was pretty cool. And I either interested in the movie or I'm not. Like I'll go to the Spider-Man ones and Guardians of the Galaxy, but I really don't need to spend that money or the time to go and watch Doctor Strange or that. You can sort of choose. But when it's like the next movie comes out, like, can you follow the story because you haven't watched like 2 seasons of, I don't know, She-Hulk or whatever? Like, I don't know.
It's at that stage now, isn't it? It's
I don't know. It's a little bit
the
much.
fatigue's getting real for a lot of people. Yeah, I think myself included. So I don't blame you. That's why I like The Boys, because it's anti superheroes are good people. Then actually, can be bad people, that kind of thing. So I've been enjoying watching that. For that reason, just how different it is.
Yeah, for sure. Like, all the well, not all of them, but like the villains are like the superheroes that would typically be the good guys, and what a real society would look like if superheroes were sort of injected into that. And it's really quite interesting. A lot of fun. Chantel likes it as well, so that's a win. That's something I can watch week to week with her, and it's good fun. Absolutely,
nice.
Really love it. Really loving my media at the moment. It's good fun. Bit of downtime. Stuff's getting a bit busy and all that with the kid, the baby, right on the verge of gracing planet Earth. So I'm very excited about that. Obviously, that comes with its own pressures and nerves and all of that as well. There's last minute things to get ready and all of that, but no, it's going to be big week. This is the week it's happening. So,
how you feeling about it all? You ready? Want to get it done? Excited?
Yeah, want to get it done. Get it out. Chantel's definitely very keen to get it done. I'm too. It's interesting because like the whole thing of I guess this is with the second kid being a girl, it's like it would be very different, which would be interesting. Be very different. So we'll see how it turns out.
Be good. Yeah.
Yeah, it will be good.
Your family's going to be more complete now.
Yeah.
Is what you want it to be. So that's great.
Be bigger and louder.
It's not a bad thing.
No, it's a good thing. But we'll see how when I can fit in this Helldivers 2. I feel bad because you've gone and bought it, so I was like, all right, I've got to play with Josh. But burnt last week, and let's see how good I will be at fitting in a multiplayer session, an organized multiplaire session with an unpredictable baby.
I thought about returning it today. I just thought, is this actually going to happen? Should I just get my $59 back and put it towards Luigi's Mansion 2 HD?
I really want to play it, and I really want to play it with you. So it's not like we'll never play it. But no, we'll definitely get to it. We'll get to it.
All right, cool. That'll be good.
Whether I'm on voice chat or not, I can't commit to that. Maybe not every time.
No,
but
I get that.
Maybe I have to get like a PlayStation Portal and just play it that way.
They get more and more tempting the more and more I look at them. I probably don't. I can, you can do the whole streaming through your laptop and do it that way. But having the actual dedicated device like that, they're in stock too. It's like, it'd be fun.
They're just at that price point where it's too much for kind of what it is. Like here, what are they? $330? Like it's not just like if it was $200. $200 is $200, but it's like, okay, I know it's $200 in the States, but even with our currency here, it's like it would be good if it was $200. Yeah, it's useful enough to pay that, but not quite. But like I've got the Steam Deck, and man, the remote play works so well on Steam Deck from PlayStation and the Xbox. So it's actually really sort of like changed how I think about where I buy games. Because I thought that I thought that I would start buying games a lot more on Steam, like if it's something like a little bit more I guess graphically intensive or whatever than what I would want from on Switch. So I thought I'd be buying more games on Steam to play it on the Steam Deck, but I found myself being like, oh well, I may as well just get it on PlayStation, and when I do want to play it in handheld or whatever, I'll just stream it to the Steam Deck. So it's kind of changed my opinion on where I get games too, because
Yeah.
the Steam Deck sort of just sold me more on PlayStation and Xbox than Steam in some ways. But don't know. I always tried remote play from like the PlayStation to my phone, and it just worked. It worked awful. Like it barely worked. I got like
Okay.
maybe one
Got a bit banned
frame
by
a
it.
minute, one frame a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
But on the Steam Deck, man, it was like flawless. I'm like, I can't believe it. I went to the toilet, sat on the toilet. I was playing Dead Cells. I'm like, I can't. I went right up to the screen. I'm like, I can't really tell this isn't running on the Steam Deck. So man, I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
Do you reckon? Because how much do you play your Switch? Like out the house, do you play it at work and stuff, or do you just play it around the house and docked? Because
Around the house and then docked. Yeah.
yeah, because I don't know, people might sort of turn up their nose at this idea, but in some ways, streaming is to a device like a Portal or a Steam Deck, or even your phone with an adapter and like a backbone or something. It's kind of enough for a lot of people. You just want to sort of hang it on the couch. You can just stream a game from a console or a PC straight to that, and then you've still got the benefits of having powerful hardware on your TV and make the most out of that too. So no, the more that technology comes along, I wonder how many people will be like, well, what Nintendo's doing with a dedicated handheld is fantastic. Depends if you like playing it at work and on the bus and all that. That's obviously a no-brainer. But for a lot of people who just like vegging around the house and all that, I don't know. I wonder how that will affect things. And even with what Xbox is doing with their cloud services, and you can stream games through a 4G network straight to your phone. Once that gets better and easier to do, wonder how much that'll sort of eat into it. But obviously, myself included, a lot of people just peace of mind, just running on the hardware, just no internet issues, all of that. I think that's what a lot of people like as well.
Especially in Australia, especially with mine, but mine's fixed
definitely.
now. True. I got my NBN all installed now.
So how's that gone? Is your internet speeds and that changed at all, or?
I haven't noticed. It hasn't cut out in the last couple of days, so I think that was the main issue for me. So it's good so far. I'm not going to jinx it, I hope, but yeah, it's been a long time coming. I finally sorted it out with NBN. They were being a little annoying, not giving me personal information, even though it's my house and I owned it. And like, just tell me what's wrong. And they're like, no, call Optus. I'm like, well, I still have to get you to install it. And they just, anyway, it's done. It's done, thankfully.
It's done. The deed is done. So we'll have no dropouts from Josh. It'll be all Drew's technical problems now.
Josh say that now.
Sorted. He's done. Yeah. I don't want to jinx you, but at the same time, it would be a little bit amusing just to have a dropout from you. Just like, all right, didn't fix it.
Yeah. Now after
there's
all
something else.
Yeah, correct.
Turns out there's a spirit possessing his phone line, his internet line. But just booting him off.
After visiting you in your local pub, your haunted pub. I got it.
Oh, that was so funny.
Yeah, I bet. For you, it was, yeah.
Oh, it's funny now. It's funny now.
It is, yes. I do laugh at it now. Yeah.
Have we told that story on the podcast? Surely we have.
We have. Yeah, we have.
We have, okay. Yeah, that was very shocking when you said that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you and Chantel, the faces you made afterwards, you're like, oh my God. And like, should we tell him? I'm like, yes, you need to tell me. Like, something's happened. You know something.
Yeah. We better just rehash it just for people that didn't catch whenever we talked about it, because I don't even remember. But Josh, he came over to my place. He came down from Adelaide. He stayed at a hotel. We didn't know where he was going to stay, and he said that he's staying at a particular place, and that's very famous for being haunted. That accommodation. And I didn't say anything because he already booked it. And look, the idea of Josh having a bad time because of ghosts and all of this stuff is like probably not. It's not going to be an issue. But the next day, he woke up, he came over, and he's like, I had an awful sleep. I just heard these kids screaming in agony all night, and it just wouldn't stop. And I looked at
it was bad. It was like the sheer, like, this kid was in so much pain, and it just went on for hours. And like someone else is closer to this and must be hearing this and attending to it. So I'm just going to stay in my room. But
Yeah.
it was just, scary. I can't explain it.
And when he said that, I looked at my wife and went, "Oh my god! Like, this place is just haunted." And there's like one room where there's like a baby's handprint, which is just like oil keeps on coming out from the wall and it runs down the wall. And whatever they do, they can't cover it up. It's just like this little baby's handprint. Like it's just completely fucked. So the idea of like the fact that you hurt a child, no, that was unsettling. That was too much.
Yeah. It was. It was not fun.
So, this talking about like spooky, unsettling stuff. You said about taking Helldivers back to put your money towards Luigi's Mansion 2. You going to pick up Luigi's Mansion 2? Is that what's happening?
I want to get a code from Nintendo Australia. Thank you. That would help.
Make the decision for you. Yeah,
that would help a lot. I'm on the fence if I just pick up my 3DS version of it right there and start playing it on the day if I don't get a code.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
I'm on the fence.
I kind of forgot that it's so close. Like it's this Thursday, which is
this Thursday.
Kind of nuts that it's that close. But yeah, I'm actually keen to play it, but like you, I'm kind of just keen to pick up the 3DS. The only thing though is I have boxed up my games now, so the convenience of having it digitally on Switch would be pretty good. But that's very lazy. I should just go up to the container, get it down from the top cupboard, get a ladder, bring it down, go through my games, get out Luigi's Mansion. That's probably a good use of my time. So instead of spending $80 or whatever. But like you said, we are lucky sometimes to receive codes from Nintendo. So if we do, it would be great to sort of cover it on the show for people that are considering it or whatever. Just our thoughts out there for how it was brought to Switch. But I can't say I'm too excited for it. But that's only because we played it. But
yeah, I mean, I want to play it in some shape or form, and because it's literally just an HD version of it. That's the reason why I'm thinking this way, and not if they had added new things like in even the minimum in Paper Mario, they did stuff, not a lot, but possible things. They just didn't do that. So yeah, I don't know. It's just a bit of a harder sell. That's all.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That is all.
Yeah, well, that's the hype check for new Nintendo release of June. Yeah. Wow.
We need to get this done, and then we have some very good stuff coming up after that.
What is technically the next game? We got Nintendo
Championships NES Edition.
Yes, so we got that in July. I think August is a miss. Then it's September for Zelda.
Correct.
I think that's what
September.
Yeah, so it's crazy when it's that close. Like I know we talked about last week about how close it was, but it's like, yeah, man, that's like that is the next Nintendo game coming out. Really, like I don't know, the championship. It's kind of like it's kind of cool, but I don't know. It's not. I'm not waiting for it. But yeah, Zelda's like we've got a new Zelda game right there, which is going to be good. I hope to throwing rocks at enemies and building tables and. Hopefully that's as fun as they can make it.
Yeah, I hope so. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Yep. Can't for Zelda. New Mario Party is always good, and then Mario and Luigi. So yeah, it's pretty good holiday right there.
Not too bad at all. Oh, just had a cough. I think I muted it okay, but did you hear it?
Only mildly. No, I didn't hear it. You're fine.
Okay, well, bloody beautiful, man. I'm a little bit scared to hit the mute button here because last time it threw my audio off and added like 20 minutes of trying to fix it. Last time we did that. So what are we gonna do?
No, you're all good.
All good. Yeah.
Don't feel bad that you're sick. You're here. You're having a good time.
That's right. We're here.
Yeah.
I was like thinking to myself, like, do we do the show tonight? And I've got to tell you, I don't know how many times I've thought that before. and always come back. Like, that was good fun. Glad I did it. Will this be
Good Josh, you know?
Will this be a night like that? I hope so. Is it so far? Half an hour in? Yeah, I think so. I'm having a good time.
Yeah, it's good. I'm not cold anymore. I'm nice and warm now. It's kind of like settling in. I'm like toasty and cozy.
Yeah. Well, I can't really see any of like the cold air coming out of your mouth, like any of the can't see it coming out.
I did my run tonight for my training umpiring, and absolutely just misting with hot air after the run. Just like like a steamed ham after that. It was ages.
So is that a steamed ham running around the oval?
Correct. It was good. It was good then. Bloody beautiful. Correct. Yeah.
Did you look at the eShop sales at all? I talked about like some of the stuff I picked up. I picked up Duck Detective, which I said wasn't on sale, but then I got a game called Sephony, which I hear a lot from the All In podcast. So keen to check that out.
Cool.
Seth really loves that game. I picked up Chicory. I've been meaning to play that forever. I had it downloaded on the PlayStation, but then it left PlayStation Plus and Game Pass. I'm like, well, fuck, I missed my opportunity. So picked that up for $15. And I got 1000X Resist as well, which is a game that came out this year, which is just anybody that plays it is just really glowing about it. So very keen to check that out. Very narrative-based sort of sci-fi story. Don't know much about it. I haven't played it, but keen to check it out. Hearing a lot of people talk about it, and even Zach as well. When he saw that I bought it, when I posted about it on Twitter, he's like, he's really loving it as well, and he's heard nothing but good things. So keen to check that out. But a surprising one, which I bought, and it's put in the library for later on. It's just so I don't have to, Nintendo games, they come on sale so rarely.
You just got to get them sometimes. If you're definitely planning on playing it.
Yeah, so this is in the backlog for later. But I picked up Xenoblade Chronicles 3 with the DLC.
Ooh, very good.
33% off. So it pretty much just, what's that off? Like $45? It just means that the DLC is free, basically. That's how it pretty much works out. But yeah, so that's that's officially in the backlog. I own it now. I bought it.
Very good. It's fun. I need to get back onto it. It's
you still got to play it.
I've done like 40 hours, so I don't know if I'm partway through it. Probably a good chunk in. I did think about getting the DLC because I did see it on sale, and it's always on my wish list. But I thought I need to finish it first, and then then I'd finish it and then want to buy the DLC, and then it would be full price. You just can't win. So
you can't win.
Can't win. Yeah, I'm trying to stop buying games that I have no intention to play straight away. I need to
good choice.
I need to like only buy it if I'm going to play it in the very short vicinity of it all. So I did not buy anything in this winter sale. There were some good things on sale, and like Metroid. If you haven't played Metroid before, there was like opportunities to get Dread and Metroid Prime Remastered, like 33% off or something. So like some good discounts. Happen probably 2-3 times a year, if that, for Nintendo games like that. Some of them even less. So I was a good boy. I was a good boy and resisted.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, like, I got to make sure I get to this game, because it is one of those games you're talking about where it's like, am I going to play it straight away? No. Should I have bought it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not. But like I said, like, how often do they come on sale? They sort of got me in that respect. That's exactly the reaction they wanted me to have. So it worked.
Yes.
I just fell into their pocket pretty much. But
it's such a gaming thing as well for people. I don't know. I'm not, gamers will, get their games, collect them. It's just something to it. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but just, people will buy that stuff. And I've been guilty of it many times.
Yeah, I'm pretty guilty of it on Switch, especially. Like, I don't really care about my digital collection elsewhere, but on Switch, I've got I like seeing the little picture pop up. But maybe it's a bit of a sign when, like, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 pops up. It's downloading on the main menu. I'm like, no, don't bother. I'm not getting to this anytime soon. Cancel that download straight away. No point downloading this. I'm not getting to this for, like, best case scenario. Like, I've still got the other games to play. So best case scenario, give me 12 months. That's best case scenario for me getting to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But what will really sort of stuff me up if there's like, Switch 2 comes out, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 remastered or, enhanced edition, brand new game, no upgrade path. I'm like, fuck, that's when I fucked up. That's when I've fucking done it, Josh.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you'll play it though. You'll play it and you'll like it. I think. Have you played the first two?
No, that's what I mean. I've got a long way to go. I've got to play the other game. So I was
not at all. I thought you knew like a bit of it, or like you got no idea.
Well, if you want to say have you played them, yes, I've played them. I did like 10 hours of Xenoblade Chronicles 1.
Yeah.
And 2, I literally did the tutorial. Like
okay, so that doesn't
December
really
when the game came out. So if you want to say have you played them, yeah, I've put my thumbs on the sticks. I've moved it around. I've done the thing. I've done a battle here and there. But have I played them? No, I wouldn't say I had. I wouldn't say I have. I've still got to play through 1 and I don't know. Did you do all the DLCs and everything? Did you do the whole suite? How did you tackle the series when you went through it?
So I've only played them on the Switch. So I played Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. That was my very first one. Got through that.
Mm-hmm.
Future Redeemed, is that what it's called? The first one. So I have played through that as well. So I played the DLC on the first game. I have not played it on the second game. Torna. I need to get Torna.
Yep.
So it's one of those, like, I kind of want it physically, and it's a bit harder to get physically. I think every now and then I've seen it somewhat on sale. Again, like I need to be in, like, if I'm going to buy it, I'm gonna need to play it. So, and then obviously, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. There's Future Redeemed and Future Connected or something. So it's one of those two for 1 and 3. So I need to get sick again, man. Every time I get sick for a whole week, I smash these games out. So that's yeah, that's how I'll do it.
I've been finding like even like last week when I get sick, I don't want to play games really. I don't really want to. I can't be bothered moving something. I can't be bothered thinking. I just want to sort of sit there and let the story be told to me and just watch it. I don't know. That's how I've been the last couple of times, which kind of sucks. But maybe I need to just do the comfort game type of thing if I want to play something. But yeah, I sort of just go back to TV or YouTube. I just sit there like a blob.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I've got so much time, so I'm just gonna,
yeah. I wish I was that way. Trust me.
I need it. I need it for these games, and it's just really good place to sort of smash it out.
Mm.
And I do. I get through it, which is good.
Yeah, works out. So I'll make you sick. I'll come and sneeze into your eyeball, and get you the week off, and you get back into some Xenoblade.
Thank you. That'd be good.
No worries, mate. Anytime.
Just drive 4 hours, please, to get here and do it.
Oh, I'll give you a bit of a. I won't just give you a sneeze. I'll give you the what, that whole thing. Have you seen that meme? Have you?
Yeah, I've seen it.
You seen that meme going around? Yeah.
Yes, I've seen.
That is the funniest thing. That really is.
It's pretty funny.
It's
pretty funny.
Yeah, that's great. Because the first thing I saw about it was somebody must have I guess got AI to do a country song about the Huatu girl. I'm like, what the fuck is Huatu? Like, what is that?
What is this?
But literally scrolling on Twitter to the next video just pops up. It's the girl, what gets a man wild in bed? She's like, just give him the Huatu. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's just so funny, man. It's like
this is our society, man.
But it's so crazy because there's so many of those influencer interviews. In the nightlife, people are just crazy, drunk, just saying whack shit. But how did that one become a meme, like a cult classic? I think honestly, and a little bit crude here, but I think it honestly just struck a chord with men, being like, yeah.
I think so. Honestly, I
think it honestly just touched the hearts of men across the world. Like, yeah, yes.
You know what? You're right. Agreeing. Correct. Yeah, it just goes viral from there, and she's infamous now.
Yeah.
she'll get
I think,
recognized in the street. She's like a meme now. She's, one of those, like the bloke who turns backwards, looks at the other girl, or
yeah,
that old dude who does all those stock photo images of him trying to smile, but he just looks dead inside. Just all those people. They're real people, but they're memes now, which is pretty funny.
yeah. I,
Yeah.
I would love just. I hope she's going well because I'd imagine there'll be a lot of just gross people or psychopaths or whatever, like working out
Oh, I'm gonna get all of
who
it now.
she is and all of that stuff. Like, oh my god, like you couldn't predict that. If she tried, like, if she wanted to be like a famous TikToker or some crap, she would never become one. But she might be a TikToker as far as I know. I got no idea. But all the best to What to it, girl. Good on her.
Yep. Well, I hope she makes some money out of it.
I hope so. It's not her channel or her content or anything. She just pops up and tells you how it is.
Yep. Still pretty funny.
Today. What you planning on playing next?
So I need to finish 1,000 Year Door. I'll finish Zero Mission this week. Then Luigi's Mansion, honestly. So I'll play that in some shape or form. So I'm pretty sorted, actually. And then if we get a Helldivers, me and you, Drew, sometime, that'd be cool. But that's about it. And then I'm getting more and more keen for Nintendo World Championship after hearing the stuff in the Direct, the Legends mode. You get to sort of speed run for a bit longer. Those 8-minute kind of do Super Mario Bros. In through the warp pipes without dying. I think stuff like that's cool. Get to time yourself, compare it with others. That's the main stuff, really. Yeah. Yep. I'm
Very
sorted.
nice.
I'm pretty well sorted. What's going to be
No,
your first one you buy? Sorry, that you play from the games that you bought.
Probably Stephanie.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about it. It's a narrative-led action platformer. Don't know much about it. I know Seth really loves it, but that's sort of all I know about it. Looking at the screenshots and like the trailer, I'm sort of like I still don't really have that much context for what's going on or what I'm doing. Is it linear? Is it open world? What am I doing? I know it's not open world, but open area. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to jump into that, and I'm always sort of like planning like how long these games are. So I look on how long to beat, see what I need to get into. So that's like a 9-hour game according to, I guess, the average. So play that.
Okay.
But I think honestly, I can't really predict what I'm going to be playing over the next week or two. Don't know. The Switch is going to be my best friend, which is going to be good. The most versatile, sort of easiest system to pick up and lock, put down.
Yeah, where you just don't know
at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was always my annoyance with like the ROG Ally, that PC gaming handheld. Like if someone's like, "Oh, Drew, can you come over here?" or Lucas needs this or whatever. Like I can't lock it because the game will probably crash because it's just like closing your laptop mid game, pretty much. So it's just like
it just doesn't do it.
It kind of beats the point of it being portable. It may as well just be a computer, or just leave it and turn off the monitor. I don't know. But yeah, no, the Switch is gonna be my best mate. My little boy, my little man.
Get you through it in some in between moments, because I'm sure there'll be a bit of in between for you while it happens. That's what I forgot to mention. I played a bit of Four Swords Adventure with Four Swords with Michaela, the GBA add-on as part of A Link to the Past, and that's fun. Have you ever played this one?
I played it on the DSi version. They did a
Yeah.
anniversary edition where you could do it single player, but
Yeah.
no, I never had friends, so
Yeah, we're joking about how this would never happen. People with the game, and then with the cable, and then their own individual Game Boy Advances, and all of that having to come together in a rare like storm for it to occur. This was fun, and then super competitive because you got to like compete for rupees as well. So it's not just getting through beating the boss and getting through the area. It's you got to compete, and so like we were like being ruthless with each other, trying to deny each other like opening chests, and I'm gonna like block you as I get to this like red rupee. You can have the green one over here, and all that kind of stuff. So brought out a competitive flair. I don't know we were ready or expecting with this, but it was actually fun. I'm keen to play a bit more with her, and then up to 4 people. So if you're free.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would
Come
actually love
join
to
us.
play it with you. That'd be great.
Come join us. Yep.
Yeah, maybe I will. I'd love to.
Yeah, it's super
Probably.
easy to connect all of us.
Yeah. Because is it a long game? Do you know how long the game is by
I'm
chance?
not sure. I don't think so. I think there's like there was the tutorial's long in terms of the four swords bit. There's lots of things to sort of they teach you and get you ready on. Um, so yeah, I don't know. There might be a lot from that, but yeah, it's not a small experience. I know that for sure. There's some meat to it.
Hmm. Yeah, because
Mm,
I'm just wondering, is it something we sit down and have a good session and beat the game, or is it something we like play over weeks or
probably over
a
weeks,
week?
I'd say. Yeah, by the time you sort of get up to speed with what works and like the different mechanics, because like you can pick your players up, you can throw them.
Yeah.
Um, you got the different, obviously, weapons and upgrades and things like that that you got to learn to use. And if you haven't played like Minish Cap before, it's pretty all the items from that. Um, you're probably going to have to like, what the hell does this do? But we're across that, so we know how that works. How to get through those. But actually, yeah, quite fun. Oh yeah, definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I'm keen just
Yeah,
to get into some multiplayer stuff and 2D Zelda too. It's kind of on the mind now with Echoes of Wisdom, so kind of just want to play some. I've been thinking about
yes,
picking up A Link to the Past. Wouldn't mind playing that on NSO as well. I never played all the way through it. Feels bad saying that, but I've always like I picked it up like
I
a
haven't
million
either.
times and played it, but I've never like, all right, I'm sitting down and I'm playing this to completion. I always just did like, I don't know, the first dungeon or to the first dungeon. I can't quite remember. It's been years since I last played it, but I should,
Yeah,
yeah, make an effort to go and play that. And probably finish Link's
yeah.
Awakening as well. I haven't finished Link's Awakening. I kind of don't like it.
Oh,
I kind of don't like it.
oh,
I keep on
Drew.
falling off of it. Yeah. No, I don't know what it is about it, but I
Okay.
think mainly like I think the overworld. I just don't find it fun to explore. Like it's all like a big maze. It's not fun just to roam and explore.
Okay. I really loved it
I don't know.
as a
I wish
top-down
I did.
2D
I don't know why I
Zelda, which I
don't.
didn't do a lot of. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Odd.
yeah, 2D Zelda is one of my favorite things. Even like indie games trying to replicate that experience is one of my favorite genres. But yeah, not so much. Link's Awakening. I've tried to go back to it a couple of times actually, and it's just been like, ugh, it's a bit of a
Bit of a
dragging my
chore.
head over gravel. Just nah.
Yeah.
So I've dropped
We
it there a couple of times.
Yeah. Mickey wanted to play it again, and I realized, okay, let's look for it. So she looks for it and couldn't see it. Like, okay, I must have lent it out to my brother. So I looked through like our Facebook Messenger chats and like I asked him like years ago, can you send me a photo of the games you just borrowed from me? And thank God I did, because then he sends a photo of Link's
Ah,
Awakening, Fire Emblem Three Houses, and then like Pokemon Brilliant Diamond or something. And so I just messaged him the other day and just like, hey, can I have these back, please, the next time tomorrow night when we're out for dinner? And yeah. So he got them out for me, and um, away we go. I'm like, thank God for that. Otherwise, I would have thought like I'd lost the game or something, and be like, do I get a new one, new Link's Awakening? But I don't want to do that. I've just paid like
no.
$70 for it years ago, and yeah, all of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I've still
Mm,
I when I went through all of my games, like packing them up, I've actually got like a couple that I've borrowed off of people, and I had to
yeah.
message them and be like, "Hey, I've still got your game." And
Yes.
one is literally DMC on PlayStation 3, which I borrowed off one of my friends like in 2013 when the game came out.
Uh,
And he's like, all good, man. Like,
just keep it.
but another friend, I borrowed a Terminator Salvation PlayStation 3 game, and I
Yeah.
bought that because it was meant to be an easy platinum trophy, but to get platinum trophy, you had to play on hard and do it like co-op, two player. And when you did the game co-op, it just slowed down to like an unplayable frame rate. So you're playing this
Damn.
hard game, which isn't very good at an awful frame rate. I'm like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And I ended up never giving it back. And I'm like, oh, so I found it
Mm.
on my shelf, and I messaged him. He's like, dude, I don't even have a PS3 anymore, and I really don't care about it. So it's all yours, my friend. All right, so I owe a couple of beers out there, but
Love it. Hang on to it for long enough, and it will be yours again.
that's right. Just claim it.
Yeah.
That's right. I should have told your brother
Yeah.
that. Yeah, just don't. Josh will forget eventually. Don't worry about that.
No, I definitely didn't. I had I had the proof. I'm like, yep, there's a photo.
Mm.
Thinking, you know.
How do you feel about lending out your games? Because like I've never really had a problem. It's just been like a couple of friends who've borrowed stuff, but it's mainly like being DVDs back in the day. I remember lending out my Mr. Bean DVD set, and one of the discs come back cracked in the middle. I wasn't very happy about that. Um,
Yeah,
but
I've had
like
that once. Mm,
games, I don't really do it that much. But I can understand being a little bit uneasy about it unless like you really trust them because you want the case to be in good condition and all that. And like, you neatly put it on your shelf, but somebody might just like get the game out, chuck it onto the carpet, and gets a few scratches here and there. And however fussy you are about your games, there's always people aren't going to treat it as nice as you would necessarily. But
mm.
do you lend out your games much apart from
Um,
family or?
just to my brothers, really. I mean, I have to others beforehand, but yeah, not really much these days. Yeah, I did the same thing with the DVD once, like a series of Doctor Who lent it out, and then like, yeah, there was scratches on it, and like I didn't want to bring it up, and it's just like, especially when I got a collection of every single episode, like I don't want to like, don't want
Yeah.
one of them to not work. So, um, yeah, and that's a little annoying, but yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, it's just easier these days because I think people just we're just older now. If people want a game, they just buy it instead of if you're younger, you kind of borrowed it a bit more, and things traveled around a bit. And yeah, I mean, I've got some games from people we've just like forgotten we borrowed it and like realized all these years later, oh yeah, I never never returned it, that kind of thing. I'm sure everyone's done that once or twice in their lives.
Mm. Yeah, it's not just me being a dog.
No, no, and you're like, oh no, it's just too late now. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think especially with like Terminator Salvation, I was putting it off for that long, but I'm like, no, it's just not going to happen. And by that time, I
Yeah,
probably forgot about it because I did
yeah,
want that platinum because that in with the PS3, like an easy platinum, especially like today's standard of what a easy platinum is, it's completely different. An easy
yeah.
platinum was like 10 hours, play on hard, and that was an easier platinum. But now it's
Be a lot harder, I imagine.
mm,
That make it a
now
minute.
this whole game's just dedicated around like the whole marketing cycle is just like easy platinum in 1 minute. It's like cool. I'm a real gamer. Look at all these platinum trophies from
Mm,
My Name is Mayo and all of that type of stuff. Have you played?
yeah.
I actually got the platinum in My Name is Mayo. All you do is click the X button for like 10 minutes and it just like you just get
Gives it
points
to
for clicking it.
Oh,
And like
really?
just trophies.
Oh, God.
Trophies just unlock at a certain amount of points. It takes like no time at all.
Yeah.
I remember I
No,
did that on Vita because why not? There's like a sicko trophy phase I went through.
what's your trophy level now then?
Oh, I got no idea. See, on the
Yeah.
PlayStation side of things, like you probably remember this on PS3, it had like the levels were like say real low, so people could be level 5, 10. And I remember being like probably like level. I can't remember what level I was. Doesn't really matter, but
Mm,
if you're like level 20, that was amazing. Like, wow, level 20 type of thing.
yeah.
That's just all the points from all your trophies put together and it goes up to the level.
Mm,
But they changed it so the levels they were super high. So I think I'm like level 290 something
yeah.
now. And then
Yeah,
that
I'm
puts me
200
in
and something.
that puts me in the bronze bracket. And then if you've got like if you're a higher level, you at a certain point, it's probably like 300 if that's a nice clean number to go up to. You go into the silver trophy bracket, then gold and maybe platinum, like it goes up tiers like that. But they kind of
Mm,
ruined it, I think. I used to care about the level because on PS3, you like you used to sync your trophies, like you'd earn them in game, and they wouldn't just be uploaded straight to the cloud. Wouldn't go straight to your point total like on Xbox, where it's just like, oh, you go back to the main menu. Oh, look, I've got 20 points more. Like if you're paying attention to it and doing the math, but you would actually like go to your trophies, you'd sync them, you'd see like the bar sync, then you'd see like your level go up. It was kind of like a satisfying little thing, really, like
yeah.
depositing your points and upping your level. It was just because of Sony's poor infrastructure, but it was actually kind of a satisfying thing. Like, all right, I've been playing all night. I've got like a couple of golds and some notable trophies. I'm going to bank them. You go and upload them, and your level goes up. It's like, yes,
Yeah.
finally got there. But now they've completely botched that. It's just, yeah, the trophy and achievement systems, they need to be sort of redone on all platforms. And I think that's what it would be cool for Nintendo to step in and be like, all right, this is like a fun little thing for you to do, and it has a bit of meaning, and the Nintendo community sort of, a portion of it sort of latches onto it and enjoys it that way. But
Yeah.
it's just, yeah, it's one of those things where that hasn't really been maintained by the other platform holders, so people don't care about it just because pretty much they don't care about it. But I know for me, like I'd probably be a lot more. There'll be some games on Switch where I'll be a lot maybe more motivated to 100% them or get like try them in general. Like for example, unpacking. It's on every platform. I did the 1,000 gamer score on Xbox, and since it was pretty simple, I said, "Oh, I'll do it again because it's on PlayStation Plus as well." So I went and got the platinum there. But on Switch, it's like I don't know. There's not really that sort of that added level to it, which would
No extra motivation. Yeah.
yeah. So it adds a lot of I don't know. For me, it adds a lot of fun. Like you don't want it all the time.
Another reason to play it for sure.
Yeah, you don't
It
you,
just
you don't want it taken away because yeah, there was a stage there where platinum trophy hunting sort of got in the way. It made me way too OCD about getting all the collectibles and doing all the things and optimizing
play
my
games in
time and
different
all
ways,
that.
don't you? Whether you're actually enjoying
Yeah,
it or just trying to do stuff for the
yeah,
hell of
that's
it.
right. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think some games it'll be great for, like especially like exclusive Nintendo games. You can imagine like Tears of the Kingdom or something like that. Like once you like beaten the main story and you've looked around a lot of the place, it'll be fun just like checking off the extra achievements that you got left over. Try and get the equivalent platinum trophy or whatever it is. Like, oh
Mm.
well, actually, I will do the shrines because there's an achievement for it, and I'll try and pop that. Like, otherwise, it's like, well, I've got enough health, I don't really care. Well, I've got enough stamina, doesn't really, I don't care. I've done enough. So I don't know. I think it would be pretty fun, but
Yeah.
we got no we got no sort of hope when it comes to the next system. It'd be a bit random now if they decided to do it. It's like, really?
Oh, I mean, it would be same Nintendo accounts, but it'd be on a totally different infrastructure of the platform that they're on. So I wouldn't rule it out.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
unlikely to, but yeah, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the PlayStation levels are just they're too high now. I don't really gauge about it. I don't really play enough games, I suppose, on PlayStation 2 to warrant it. But seems like the Xbox One still makes sense. It's still 1,000, isn't it? Maximum per game, 1,000 gamer score.
Uh, hmm. I think some games with like DLC and stuff. Like I remember like Forza
Yeah,
Motorsport. Um,
that makes
with the
sense.
expansions and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's a big number. Can't
Yeah,
remember what it was, but
yeah.
it was at least back in the day. I think what I love most is like the on the PlayStation side is like the platinum trophies. It's become like a bit of a verb at the moment. It's like, oh, I platinumed this, or oh, I'm going to get the platinum or whatever. Like it means
Mm,
something.
yeah.
Whereas it's like that means that you've 100% of the game, which is like, and it's a cool way to sort of show it as well and have it, I guess, proven on your account and all of that thing. I think that's a really good thing that Xbox sort of needs to work out a way of bringing that back. They're the ones who sort of came up with the achievement system, but I think they've been bettered in some ways. But I think with Nintendo as well, they're putting a lot of these achievements in game for like a few of their titles. What was I playing? Oh yeah, it was like Duck Detective. They had like in-game achievements, and playing that on Switch, I'm like, God damn it, these gonna be like, if I bought this on Xbox, it would have been like real achievements.
Yes. Yeah, that's
But
right.
I wanted to
Doesn't hit the
sit
same,
back
does
on the
it?
couch. Yeah,
Yeah.
so because like in Smash Brothers and Kid Icarus, Sakurai games, they got like just inbuilt achievement systems. Kirby seems to be Sakurai. Sakurai seems to quite like achievements now. I think about
Mm,
it. But
yes. Yep.
yeah,
He knows what's up.
no, would be good. Would
Yeah,
be
it would
good.
be good. Yeah.
Are you just sort of neutral on it? Just like, who gives a shit? Is that how you sort of feel
Oh,
about it?
I'd love to have them because I think Nintendo could have some real fun with it and connect it with their NSO online platform, and they could, bring extra engagement to the games. I think they worry about the addictive factor of them potentially, and how playing the game's fun enough in by itself, and so why would you need this extra stuff to get um validation or to feel like it's worth it or whatever that is. So I think Nintendo's reasoning is they don't need it. And yeah, I don't know. I think for me, it's just like, I think that's what they think. And so I shouldn't get my hopes too high anyway if they do introduce it. So yeah, I remember loving them when I had my 360 back in the day with the Gamer Score, then eventually got my PS3. And don't know if I enjoyed the trophy system as much, but I think looking back on it now, I think, it helps work out, the Gamer Score, the more points you got for the different achievements was, the way of saying how important or hard the actual achievement was. And I think now I look back and I think I like the PlayStation one more with the bronze, silver, gold, and obviously the platinum if you do finish it. So, yeah, it's just they're cool. I can see why a lot of people do it. A lot of people I know still like try to complete them and get everything there. I found they're harder to do these days than what they used to be, and there's extra things they do, and it's would be definitely more challenging to do this these days. So I think that a lot of people really like it for that reason. But yeah, yeah, probably am a bit more on the fence. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then I kind of know why. And yeah, the Mario games, the Metroid games we're playing, they're still going to be fun. That doesn't remove that fact either way.
Yeah, I think for me, it's just like it's an extra layer that sort of like adds everything together. Like,
yeah,
you can have like a marvelous time collecting all the moons in, say Mario Odyssey. A lot of fun, brilliant game. It doesn't sort of take anything away from it that you don't get a silly little achievement or whatever. But it's all sort of added together, and you're able to like sort of reflect back on that, and it adds towards another score. It's it all sounds dumb because it is. It's video games. It's all about high scores and all this, but it's something that's put across like a lot of games, and ultimately is used to drive engagement with the platform holders platform. So. I don't know. I feel like Nintendo are just missing out there, but at the same time, obviously it's not that important, but it would just be an extra layer of fun for those who want to opt in. But
yeah, that's right.
There's no achievement system. They've sold 140 million. I don't think I'm not saying that it matters.
No, they're not really. Yes,
I would like it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would like it. Yeah. Bloody beautiful, mate.
Bloody beautiful.
Bloody beautiful. All right. Well, Josh, we've gone for a bit over an hour. Anything you'd like to bring up before we wrap up the show? My nose is getting a little bit blocked, so I want to.
You've done well, Drew. You've
unload.
You've been a trooper getting through it. No,
thanks, man. You too.
You've done well. You're not going to Avcon this weekend, are you?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Just let it double check. So,
do you reckon I could tell my wife in the hospital, like, listen to this, sweet, I'm going to Avcon? It wasn't even that good last year. It wasn't even that good last year, so I don't think I would make that amount of effort to
I might go Saturday.
The family
that's
to go. Yeah, let me know how it is if you go. I'd love to hear. Hopefully it's better than last year. There was just no anime screenings or much going on last year, so it's kind of like I was there for 2 days, just kind of like enjoying being in the atmosphere of people playing games and people who enjoy them, and there's a retro sort of bit, but it was pretty easy just to play it or just do it in one day. But
I'm so glad I did my day and that was it. Like, yep, I've done what I need to. Didn't need to do 2 days.
Nah.
Yeah, so I might do that this weekend. But other than that, no, that's about it.
Cool. Report back next week. But
yes.
Everybody, thank you very much for listening to the House of Mario episode 278. If you enjoy the show, leave us a little review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Really helps us out. And of course, you can find Josh at Nintendvania on X and the socials, and of course, podcast services where he does his own Nintendo podcast as well. But what's the update for the next episode, Josh? Anything going on, or you just want to point back to your Nintendo Direct recap?
Both. So I had a recap straight after the Direct, still up. Please watch that if you want and interested. I freak out over Metroid. And then this weekend, I will be recording again with someone. I don't know who. I've got to work all that out. It'll be this weekend, coming out Monday next week. We're going to talk about Luigi's Mansion 2 HD and some spooky things, I am sure. And I've got a funny, weird Nintendo ready to talk about.
Awesome. That sounds good. Listen, looking forward to tuning in. And I guess just updates for this show. I really don't know whether it's happening next week. I'd like to, but I really don't know.
That was going to be my next question.
I really actually don't know. Just a new baby. So not 100% sure of, all the podcast stuff is in the living area. Babies don't like to sleep when they're told to, So I'm not quite sure. But we'll keep you updated on that. But yeah. Fingers crossed.
All the best, Drew. Be great.
Thank you.
Wonderful time for you and Chantel and Lucas, obviously, with number 4 on the family coming.
Yeah, no, big brother, look out. He's going to be a good big brother. A lot of changes for him. He's not going to know what the hell's happening. He's going to be like, oh my God, there's another one. I got to share my toys.
Yes,
not my toys.
Correct.
My toys. He loves his toys. Every time he drives past his grandparents' house, he goes, toys. Toys. But
that mate, deep as well.
Just in the back seat, his little child seat, look, toys. Daddy got toys.
He's your kid.
That's one of my favorite videos.
I believe it.
It's one of my favorite videos of him. Like, he wasn't even a year old, but we put a deep voice filter over it. So it's just like, ooh, daddy. It was the funniest fucking thing, man. It's so good. So that just tickles me and probably no one else listening to this. But once again, thank you very much. And we'll catch you later. But until then, doors to the House of Mario, they close.
Bye, everyone. Stay warm.
Yeah, stay warm, buddy. Shut the door. Keep the warmth in.
Yep.